Good morning, children. Today we are going to start our third chapter, that is Nature of Matter. Before starting this chapter, let me tell you that all the things around you, whatever you can see or touch, is made up of a matter. Either it will be a solid, liquid or gas. All the things in this world is made up of matter. Basically, there are three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. And all the matter or all the things in this world is made up of an atom. What is an atom? Atom is the smallest particle of any substance which cannot be further divided, or you can see a smallest particle or microscopic thing which cannot be divided. Now we'll see the characteristics of particles of matter. So everything around us is made up of tiny particles of pieces or particles. The particles that make up matter are atoms, ions or molecules. The particles of matter are very small. The particles of matter have spaces between them. The particles of matter are constantly moving. In this tabular, you will find the states of matter and its characteristics. The first one is solid. They have a definite shape and a definite volume. The next one is liquid. Liquids have indefinite shape and definite volume. And the last one is gas. Gases have an indefinite shape and indefinite volume. These three characteristics is about whether the liquid, solid and gas have definite shape or not. Now you see the second column, that is first one is solid. Its second column is all the particles are very close together, that is particles are tightly packed. And in liquid, particles are not very close together, that is it can move but only in the limited space. Gases, particles of gas are very far apart and they can move freely in all the direction. So that's why gases can change their shape and according to the container where it can be flown. Let me explain more you in this table form. The first characteristic is flow. Solids, they do not flow, liquids can flow and gases also can flow. The second one is about the shape. You all know that solids have definite shape. Liquids shapes is indefinite, that is it can change its shapes according to the container in which it is kept. Gases shapes is also changeable. The next characteristics is about occupy space. Solids occupy space. If you will keep book in your bag, it will occupy the space. Liquid also occupies space because when you pour liquid in the bucket, it occupies bucket space, and gas also occupies space. Next is about having weight. You all know that solid is having weight. If you're keeping book in your bag, it will gain weight. Liquids also have weight and gas also have weight. So we conclude that matter has weight and it occupies space. Matter that occupies space and has definite shape is called solid. Solid do not flow. And matter which has weight and occupies space but does not have definite shape is a liquid, and liquids can flow. Matter which does not occupy a definite space, has no shape but has weight, is called gas, and gas can flow. Now it's about changing states of matter. Normally, matter occurs in any one state, but we can change its state by changing the temperature. For example, a room temperature, water exists in a liquid state, but at extreme cold temperature, it changes into ice, which is in the solid state. This is called freezing of water. Again, by heating, liquid water changes into gaseous state, that is steam. So water starts to boil at a specific temperature and change into steam. So by changing the temperature, we can change the states of matter. See, in this picture, first of all, solid form, that is ice, it melts to form water, and again the water evaporates to form gas. So it changes its state. But again the gas, by the process of condensation, forms liquid, and liquid by freezing again get back to its normal form, that is in solid. So the three states of matter is changeable here. Now we'll see about melting of wax. First of all, fix the candle on the glass, then light the candle. The wax melts and changes into liquid drops. The liquid wax again solidifies and the melting wax changes its shape, but structure doesn't change, and it is a physical change. So the states of matter keeps on changing. Here students, we came towards the end of the explanation. Notes of previous chapter you'll find in the assignment section. Next class we'll see more about this chapter. Till that time, thank you.